What's up, folks? Welcome back to, I think this is the 70th episode of my Hungarian Let's Play. Awesome. So many episodes. We are just about to be capped on our Diplo. And so what I have done is looked around for places where our production is pretty good, where I wish to develop. Now, both of these provinces are actually really good, and that's a way we could get some immediate income with our Diplo, which I think is probably the smarter route at this stage than actually culture converting or anything like that. Unfortunately, these guys are already kind of higher in the Diplo, in the development production, and I would have to actually spend other monarch points. So our options are not actually that many. We don't actually have that many options, but this is a good place. The production here is all right because of this. With the wine, I'm going to develop that a little bit, but what I will need to do, I imagine, is... Oh, we have a workshop. Okay, good. For some reason I thought we didn't have a workshop. Counting house. No, good. And yeah, believe it or not, our capital only has grain, but the production here is pretty high. And it's very cheap. So actually Pest is going to get developed quite a bit. Again, just to reiterate, not that many options. Like you can see here, we have a textile manufactory, and cloth is going for quite a good price, but it's maxed in Diplo. I guess that's a good option here. I would have to build buildings. It's not an immediate payoff, but these are good options actually. Very cheap. Probably if we invest some money as well, they could pay off more than our capital even, I would say. We don't really have anything else to spend our Diplo on. There we go. Now, I've also shared the occupations between some of our subjects. In between episodes, the game has remained paused, but we're actually going to make a peace deal, something like this. And this is going to the Teutonic Order. You can see here, these two estates are going to, the two areas are going to Lubeck. These two are going to Mecklenburg, and that I'm giving to Hamburg. Now, unfortunately, it seems like the war score cost is actually higher when we give them to subjects. So not as large as I initially thought there. Little bit annoying, but let's get this game going. I would like to fully annex Castile, so I think I have pre-selected all of his provinces apart from these two, I think, but we will find out soon. So let's quickly siege those up, and we should be able to fully annex him shortly, but we're just over 100% overextension, which hopefully will not last too long here. As we are also going to be largely overextended with the Japanese stuff. Let's hope that by the time we've caught up the Japan, Hungarian Japan, that we're ready to go and peace out Castile by that time, already working on Brunei. Seems that it might have been a little bit of a mistake declaring on this faction. I just assumed that somebody would go kill them, but Rio does not like us. Maybe I should have developed his land just for him to like us. I guess he does give us money, right? We've got quite some prestige. That might be the way to go. Money's good. Money's good for sure. I hope we can maintain that bastard. Alrighty, our relations are maxed with him. There we go. He's active though. That was probably a good move. Gonna be taking the monarch points there. Ooh, actually gave us some admin. Nice. I'm mostly kind of, it's not that I'm worried, but I'm stressing out about all of these rebel factions, guys. I really wish that we had the 3 stability, the beautiful 3 stability that we do not have. I'm going to be looking forward to getting our stability back up there. Now, I've been thinking with our missionaries, it's going to be important, I think, to kind of isolate regions like Japan and convert them all up the region so that I can move on my units that are trying to stabilize the region. I don't think there's any in particular, like maybe here. Maybe here. Let's convert this region and add it to the trading company. Maybe that is the best use of our missionaries right now. Yeah, so oopsie, stop using these damn bloody workshops, dudes. Counting house, that's what it's all about. Fair amount of income from that there now. And if we did build a textile manufactory, not actually the best. This is much better for us, apparently. Much better. God dang it, I should develop that region. God damn. Well, there we go. Well, that already has a counting house, though. See, we got to be careful of that. If I build the counting house here and then a textile manufactory, I think that will be much better, actually. It's just the fact that it doesn't have anything currently. There's a little Castilian dude sitting over here. So if we check this out, he doesn't have a negative 1,000 for us not owning any of the provinces, forts rather, which is what I was mostly concerned about. Also hoping that this one army is enough to really manhandle Brunei with ease. Oh gosh, let's quickly deal with these Orthodox zealots, however. Scandinavia is just about ready to peace out. Let's flip this province back over to the Teutonic Orders control. And yeah, I'm obviously trying to spread it up, guys, even it out between different factions in order to help them, you know, core it up more easily. Hoping that they can all do it effortlessly, because I have had issues in the past when I've been trying to feed the Empire where you overextend them big time and it basically breaks their nation. These rebels are a big problem. Okay, the Teutons were down the bottom, I think. So let's have a look. Nice. That's 100%. God dang it. Almost there. I'm just sipping on some coffee. Thank God for my subjects, man. They're really doing wonders. Fighting all of our rebels. Castile appears to be pretty close to accepting the peace. He's right on the verge. Hey, nice. And missionary strength for 6 years. It's been a long time, it feels like, since we've had a nice event like that. Damn. 1 stability. Anytime we've had a stability event, we've been sort of capped out on stability anyway. You know what I'm saying? Hasn't made much of a difference. It usually gives you 50 admin or something instead. Or prestige. Beauty. That makes me feel good. Hopefully, now that our unrest is negative 0.5, even with such overextension. Oh god. Speaking of the overextension, it's making these rebel factions larger. Brutal. Hopefully, what I'm trying to say is we will see fewer of them, but it doesn't seem to be the case at the moment. That damn overextension way too high. Okay, now we're under 100, thank goodness. So any of these upcoming revolts will not be so brutal, thankfully. That's increasing autonomy in the Cape, but nobody cares about the Cape. What the hell? Well, Brunei being up there is going to make sieging down his country real easy, lol. I didn't expect that. He's up in Russia. What are you doing, you damn guy? I guess we'll just trade sieges with him. In fact, we might find members of the Empire eventually walking out here and coming along this way. Scandinavia 100%ified. Let's just quickly make sure I'm not doing anything wrong. Looks good. And of course, assuming that they call that up and stabilize it fine, which they should have no reason not to, is Hamburg. Ah, Hamburg, you bugger. I did not realize Hamburg is Protestant. I think he might have actually flipped back to Protestant, guys. It might be his sort of preferred religion. Well, hopefully he's good. If we're going to be at war, though, let's finally take out Warsaw. That's a place that I can core up. Actually spend a fair amount of admin there if we're struggling. And it's probably the solution, as giving Bohemia like 34 development. I kind of neglected doing that, taking Warsaw, because the fact that I don't want to give it to Prussia, and I didn't really want to give it to Bohemia either. But maybe I should give it to Bohemia. At the moment he's got 38 Liberty Desire. That's not too bad. The issue is, though, anytime our royal marriage ends, he goes full Raging Caucasian. I'm just trying to flesh out these areas with my colonists, and I think that's appropriate, I guess. Norway's got a little guy here. I noticed that Norway... I was thinking about Norway, guys. I was thinking that Norway had this area, and he had a little colony in Brazil. And I was thinking that if I attacked him, I could take his colony and then actually transfer these to his colony to get it at 10 provinces. But the British actually took him out. And the reason I wasn't doing that at all is because we're at a perpetual state of war right now, which means I can't transfer provinces. But yeah, I did notice last episode that the British took out Norway, still alive, with his capital over here, I think. Yeah. And he's just got the odd colony around. But quite frankly, if he is alive and if he is colonizing the odd province, it actually... I'd prefer that, I suppose. Even though I guess technically it will make the one faith harder. I like the lands, the colonies being filled in. We don't have unbalanced research, do we? No, we're totally good in that regard. We just finally got the siege ability. And the discipline's going to be really nice down the line. That siege ability, though, love it. Okay, now that these guys are on Brunei here, let us... wait, this guy made an ally? He's still a lesser party. That scared me, dude. He's still a lesser party. That's fine. Phew. I guess he made an ally with another subject. I went over it too quickly. Another subject of Castile. Hey, advisor at half cost. Oh, this one's already at half cost, lol. Okay. Take the prestige there. Prestige is pretty much full. Very nice. I was going to say that let's quickly pick up the guys from Japan and go ahead and try to defeat some bloody rebels. Although I'm sure that rebels are coming along in Japan as well. Hopefully not, you know, too soon. So much going on, guys. The carpet sieging up here is quite obnoxious. So he's got 8 heavies. I'm worried that my navy might be outdated, but I think our navy should be able to just brutalize his. Okay. Yeah, actually, this is a good region to have our missionaries. I'll focus them here in Africa. Somebody said delete the forts here, and I am doing that, as you can see right now. The reason I actually was holding on to them is because of these rebels. I didn't want the rebels to spawn and just go absolutely ham-bone. I wanted them to sit on the forts to kind of delay. But now, if I kind of Catholicize this entire West Africa, that's one region that hopefully will just remain happy from now on. God dang it. I've missed something from Castile. I hate this. So, let's have a look. It might be a colony. I've got to keep that in mind. It might just be a... Oh, here we go. It might be a colony in... That's the full annexation, I think, is it? Because it doesn't say truce. No, it does say truce. Okay, let's have a look at New Castile. Is there a colony here? There we go. It's these. Alright. And still a truce. Okay. He won't even accept that, though, is the annoying thing. He's only got those 2 colonial nations, right? Got East Island. Must be another Pacific island somewhere. My favorite part of EU4, guys. I don't know. No, I don't know. Let me think. Oh, it's Bermuda. Sweet. Got it. Took me a while. Okay. That's good on overextension. So it's just war score. Are we getting to war score? We are. Cool. I think in time we should be able to get that. Let's take Brunei out. And I think his island here is completely abandoned. Gonna use these Japanese troops to deal with some rebels, I think. I did intend to fully annex Brunei, which kind of means I have to go deal with this as well. Castile was the plan before Brunei. So, I'm hoping that we can hit this when our overextension is gone. And perhaps that's not going to be the case at this rate. God dang it. Power projection is down to... Oh, we're losing 2 yearly. It's down to 90 and we're losing 2 yearly. I was going to say that we're losing 1 yearly, but we're losing 2. Geez, look at this. We got Moroccans here as well. That's a smart place to convert, I suppose. Although, if we could get this one more stability, that would completely nullify their progress. Let's do this area. One at a time. God dang it, can you bloody well die? What are they called? Rio. Can you bloody well kill him, Rio? This is not what we pay you for, and by pay I mean this is not what you pay me for, is to be a potato. Never go full potato. Didn't your mother ever tell you that? Jeez. I'm just trying to keep an eye on Brunei to make sure he doesn't have a stack there, which I'm sure he doesn't, come to think of it, as I looked at his sides of his army. And they're almost entirely in Russia. Where is this region? Cali, Man. Oh. Alright. It's going to revolt anyway. I don't want to deal with the mercenary increased cost, because we've got a bunch of mercenaries. I've got to keep an eye out for rebels that are actually, like that, progressing really nicely. Okay, he's priority. This guy here. Jeez, go, go, go. This is a nightmare, dude. The amount of provinces that we have, like, occupied. Yeah, Russia's another good area. I mean, we've got too many to pick from. I think those Orthodox provinces, though, should actually be stable with our stability up. But I think for sure I'm going to try to target out specific regions. Brutal. The Empire's not up to that much, though. And they should... I'm quickly checking that they're coring everything up here. Looks good. Looks pretty good coverage, coring the stuff up. The Empire should be able to do a fairly good job cleaning up the rebels in that area, is what I'm trying to say. Castile's asking for peace. You know what I want, Castile. We want to go all the way. This colony finished. I was wondering if I inherited colonies, because my economy dipped all of a sudden. I think that was not surprising. I thought that had happened, that I had a few more colonies than I was actually aware of. Okay, I've been thinking, can the Empire solo the Ottomans? Almost definitely, right? I think so. So let's let this big stack finish up in Warsaw. And I'm just going to declare on the Ottomans. Let the Empire fight it out for me. And I would love, if we can get Mecca, I'll do some border gore. But actually get a border here so that both myself but the Empire can just walk around freely. That would be really nice. We could walk all the way down, you know, to the Cape, I think, right? Technically. If we get military access through Britain. That's what I want to see. I was going to say keep an eye out for when it tells you that people are close to fulfilling their demands. Jeez, man. A lot of factions are actually getting close. I think they're mostly on these islands, though, where I'm trying to actually deal with them. Now, what is our cap of admin? About 100 more. Okay, Poland has been deadified. So, our overextension, we can afford to have... Let's go to Bohemia. Where the heck is Bohemia in this list? That would put us just over 100%. If I bloody well knew where he was, that would be good. Oh, did I see him? No, it's Bulgaria. There he is. Alrighty, don't be too rebellious, you booger. You booger. He's still good. Yeah, dude, let's do it. His capital's still there. It still doesn't have a fort on it. That's nice. I guess he's got no allies, right? Let's quickly check how strong the Ottoman is. Nothing, man. He's got 80k. I humbly request that you get rectified, the Ottomans. I make a humble request. Now here, I gotta be careful not to actually step off the fort if we really want to cripple the progress of this rebel faction. And I'll leave enough there to siege it down, and hopefully, I guess I could pull some of the troops in Brunei, but let's keep, oh. It's these guys. I think if we eliminate them all here, the progress will really dwindle. I was improving relations with France to see if I could actually get a royal marriage with him, on the off chance that we could PU him or spread our dynasty. That would be hilarious. But he's outraged. Still. Alrighty. That's definitely not going to work by the looks of things. The guy's 24 years old, so it's pretty slim. But I'll keep improving relations. See if we can get that royal marriage. That would be cool. Okay, let's finish what we started. Convert up this region. So adding them to the trading company helps as well. Helps reduce the unrest, I should say. Nice. Okay, this faction has the progress is no longer close. Excellent. So I will leave a stack here to continue the siege. And hopefully what we have remaining... God dang it, I made the same mistake. Just keep your guy here. We got plenty of diplomats. Keep him here. It would be worth it. I say, if we could grab the French Union. It's the only one with a contested dynasty right now. Now let's see how much overextension this is worth. If it's actually over 100, which it doesn't... Oh, it's close. Ooh. Wow. Is that full annexation? Yep. Wow, that's like perfectly bang on 100. Speaking of 100, look at this. We should be actually increasing our absolutism as well. Where's a rebel faction that has half... 50. That has 50 cost. There we go. The other thing I can do is increase autonomy, right? But there's nowhere to increase autonomy. Man, that sucks. We're so far behind on our military. But it's got to be done. Hopefully our legitimacy will not drop that low again. Speaking of legitimacy, we don't have a bloody heir. Our ruler is 37 years old. Not the best spot ever to be in. Guess I should bring this troop down here. I know, though, full well that I'm going to move him around and rebels are going to spawn up here. I should begin another war with Persia before we end the war with the Ottomans. That's probably a smart idea, and then I can close this gap. Persia will be no stress once and for all, I hope. Also, let's be responsible. I should check. Are they the closest to accepting demands? I think so. We actually seem to be doing pretty nicely on our rebels all of a sudden. Cool. Let's go deal with these guys. Perhaps I should be seeking out Castilian provinces. I guess. Would it make it any faster? Probably not. Unless we 100%ed him. But that's not going to happen anytime soon. I think we're just going to have to be patient with Castile, but it might not be perfectly efficient, unfortunately. As we're about to be capped on admin in a few months. Still nobody sieging this guy up. God damn. I should just throw up the white piece and try again. They're coming back. Maybe they will. I've got plenty of time. I'm hardly worried about a faction like that, am I? I guess I could also peace out Brunei and not fully annex him. The Ottomans are a complete pushover. Great. So let's have a look at... We need Mecca. I need the missionary. We need Jerusalem. Okay, that looks pretty good. And I would really like to, at the very least, join... Oh, nice. So it can be pulled off for sure. That's 89. Great. That will do us. 99. Excellent. That will force him to move his capital to another location. Man, the development is high there, the bastard. Which increased the coring cost. How rude. Yeah, if Brunei's going to be taking forts like that, it's probably going to be smarter to piece him out, and that gives us a place to actually spend some admin before we get capped. But unfortunately, he's not fully annexed, you know, which is awkward. It means we would have to come back and try again. But I think that's going to be the play. Although Castile is so bloody close to being full annexed, right? Yeah. Sweet. Maybe 1 or 2 months. Castile's done. I gotta make sure that the bloody thing doesn't change, though. Oh, what the hell's going on here? I think a navy stopped them from passing. Hang on. I'm trying to convert the African provinces, but let's do this real quick. This region. Yeah, this is going to be timed nicely by the looks of things. We should be able to peace out Castile maybe next month. Just about to be admin capped. Yes! And it's their full annexation. Beautiful. Phew. Cutting it close in terms of admin efficiency, guys, but this is going to be satisfying. We're about to get New Castile and everything, right? Okay, so this is 91% done. I'm worried that these peasants are going to affect the war score, so let's do it. Thank goodness. Cool. Got him. New Castile. Yep, that was predictable. A lot of liberty to sign now. Bohemia, Prussia, Lubeck. Those are the ones I'm worried about. Well, we can sort out one of them easily. Let's do it before we lose our royal marriages. We can sort out one like that. Oh, we can pay off the debt. Oh. 1k. Well, let's do it. Prussia's doing a good job fighting for us. Actually, does Bohemia... That was a lot of money, but it makes my life easy, so... Lubeck doesn't have a loan. We're down to 60 prestige. That's okay. Where the heck is Bohemia again? We should check if he has debt. No, he's way too rich and wealthy. Alright. Relations are maxed with each of them except Prussia. Let's make sure to continue that. Top them up. So it's basically just the colonial nations. Relations don't seem to do all that much though with him. Look, we're so overextended. But yeah, we're about to core everything up from Japan and we should be actually good. Should be under, not 100%, oh it's rebels isn't it? I was about to say I'm not 100% sure why we can't core this provinces up, but it is rebels. Rebolers. Now any of these that can be added should be added because it helps us with the unrest out on these islands, but it's a little bit tedious as I actually don't know every single one that we just took. Let's go around and add what we can. Make sure they're Catholic though, however. Some of them are not in the good old trading regions where you can set up trading companies. And I've got to remember not to boost or you know what I'm saying, do any autonomy action. So pretty much the colonial stuff is France and Britain, who we plan to annex, right? Wow, the aggressive expansion is so high with France. Let's give up even trying to get a Royal Marriage with him. Awkward. We spent some more admin, guys, and we're still near the cap, and we still got plenty to go. I mean, I don't like the fact that we were in a position where I felt behind. But the last 2 episodes, we've been just back to back to back, like as efficiently as possible, been spending on admin, right? So that's pretty good. Let's try to keep it up. Don't stop. Just keep it up. Now the Ottomans, in order to do this peace out, that's 58%, so it could take some time. But I'm sure the Empire's got that on lockdown, though. Reduce overextension. Ooh. Well, one reputation will help us with our subjects, but I'm not actually sure that we'll ever bloody well finish that. Cuba. Ah, jeez, Cuba. Give me a break, guy. Yeah, we actually have Diplo reputation as well. I was going to say that we should get Diplo reputation if we can. An advisor. The economy is not looking very good all of a sudden. Stability is at 3. If our overextension was not so horrendous, then perhaps our rebel factions have calmed down just a touch. It's pretty brutal, man, trying to one tag. You're just always overextended, you know, which affects the Liberty Desire as well. Now, we got 2 merchants, which we're not going to be able to make very good use of, lol. It's going to be a whole nother story, though, when we actually hit that Empire button, though, isn't it? Yep, not sure where to put him. Wait, that's being sent to the Caribbean? Okay. That's a good place to collect. Damn, that's a really good place to collect. Even though we are only going to have like 15%, there is a ton of money in the Caribbean. Cool. These bloody rebels on islands, man, they make my life annoying. Okay, our heir's got a lot of admin. That's nice to see. Cool. Cool. Good. Finally, we got an heir. You know, queen is good as well. So we're not too worried about him passing away early. Our ruler. Life's good in the hood. And Brunei is getting closer and closer to being fully annexable as well. We are going for that full annexation, which is really efficient. I just had a different idea when I thought Castile was going to hang in, but they're not hanging in. God dang it, he's serious. And that's like, look how close we are to fully... Uh-oh, Japanese. Okay, we got to pull back up there. So close to actually being under 100. We were only there for a brief period of time. We get that a negative 15 unrest in 2 provinces event. How rude this game can be. It has no respect for people who are trying to casually conquer the entire world. Get a life, game. Yeah, this guy's low enthusiasm, finally. Why don't we just bloody well white piece him? This is just getting ridiculous over here. We will come again when the Liberty Desire and so on is not an issue there. White piece gives us a short truce time. I'm really looking forward to having the missionaries, guys. The extra 2 missionaries. I'm definitely going to be manually converting entire regions and hoping that they're just stable from then on, you know. Now, truce comes up with France in 6 years, and what I'm thinking is to do something similar that we just did Scandinavia in France, probably the south of France in particular, the Genoan region. We'll be going for this. And then waiting for the Empire to core it all up, so we can see here that they can be quite slow, but... once they have done that, we're going to be hitting the Empire button, I think, at that stage, which is going to make the game absolute hell, basically. Just complete and utter hell. Hey, cool, we can fully annex them without having to reconquer this stuff up here. We by far don't have the overextension, but that is okay. That's ready to go. So I should be pulling our navy over here to pick up our troops and go deal with the Japanese. Yeah, we're doing a good job spending our admin. That's good. Because we're going to overextend into the Ottomans after that, I suppose, which is like a 99. Beauty. It's kind of a shame that when we went into this age, we lost the 5 admin efficiency, man. That 5 admin efficiency is pretty good. In fact, if we look at these, that's about Liberty Desire, right? Artillery bonus versus fort, I like that. It's going to help us, you know, just win battles, siege things down faster, win wars, I mean. Force march costs no power, I mean, great. We can just force march around, right? That's pretty sick. Both of those are going to be nice. I suppose that's whatever, we don't really need that so much. Ignore coring distance, we don't need that. Artillery damage from back row, that's fine, but it's just strengthening our armies. And the Liberty Desire. Liberty Desire is really good, and it's probably what we're going to be taking first. Because it will just be so beneficial in so many ways, including the financial situation. Having all of our subjects more happy with us. But yeah, there's just nothing like 5 admin efficiency in terms of actually closing the gap, you know? There's just nothing like it. So that's a shame. 'Tis a shame. Wow, Tibet is no longer a dude of Ming. Tributary. Neither is Yarkand. Cool. Cool. Plenty of more opportunities. Speaking of opportunities, we're going to be able to fully annex. We're going to be able to declare on Persia before we peace out the Ottomans. So we just have, like, yeah, doing a good job of just back to back spending our stuffs right now. Nice. Some nice money. And prestige. Prestige is definitely not a bad thing. I'll probably spend that, I guess, on Rio. I mean, he gives us money if we do it, so let's do it. Because it's a lot of money. The more we can keep happy, the better. And I guess we're hoping that some of our subjects help us with some of the rebels, because it's just too many. Like the ones over in the Iberian Peninsula even. Wow. All those Russians. The damn Ruskies. Just leave us alone. How rude. This is from decreasing the autonomy, guys. That's why we're getting Russians in those provinces. How's our Reorganization doing? Not bad. It was going up due to the war with Japan, call for peace. But that is actually going down now, which is good to see. These guys are progressing really well. I think, honestly, if this Austrian is going around here and on the island of Brunei, we're taking all the forts, we can actually just abandon Brunei, the island, come to think of it, while we're sitting on it. So let's take this up to Japan. In fact, can we split our navy up into two once again? Nice, that's enough transports there. It seems... Uh-oh. A little bit of a problem here. Perhaps if we split our navy up, but I think we're okay. Yeah, so for now, let's just leave this region. Well, this is the biggest limitation right now, is actually waiting for provinces to be caught up. Brutal. Nothing we can do. Spec, one of my followers was talking about, one of the dudes, the YouTubers, was talking about Ming being a big problem. I do agree Ming's a big problem. Like, I think I said that last episode. Like, he was saying we should be fighting Ming already. I will be truce breaking him, I imagine. I do realize Ming is going to be a problem. Not so much defeating him, but trying to defeat him as fast as humanly possible, and then giving us enough time to, when the truces are over, actually defeat him again, and so on. There's a lot. There's a lot of land here, and he's very strong. But my thought process, it's good to see that some nations like Tibet are kind of, we're going to be able to attack them with separate truce timers, at least, you know, not as a tributary or whatever. That's good to see that he's kind of diminishing in influence, it seems. But the other thing is, I haven't done it myself, so I'm not speaking from first-hand experience, but people say that the Ming implosion still happens, right? That when he loses the mandate, he explodes or something like that. So I'm wondering, yeah, I mean, your guys' thoughts. My kind of impression was, I was hoping that if we defeat him, like really cripple him, then... Let's protect trade in Genoa. If he does defect into different nations, Ming, I mean, we don't have the truce time with those nations. So I'm hoping that that helps us out. But yeah, I did expect to kind of have to truce break with him if I need to. There might not be another solution. We will see. Okay, I think we need to go over to Africa once again. And yeah, these provinces that I can't core up, Castilian Islands, Okay, so those are the peasants which are being dealt with, but there is some of this action which is painful. I guess I can free up I'm sending a diplomat here, and I can free one up from Hamburg, for example. Who is this subject, dude? I don't even know who that is. Triz? Oh my god, you can't search, can you? You can alphabeticalize it. You, who are you? Huh. Okay. I'm just going to cancel that vassal. The Liberty Desire is so annoying. We'll cancel that once our truce is up, and, you know, the truce will be easy. We'll just automatically kill it at a later date in the future. I think that's the right move. But either way, guys, this has actually gone on for longer than I expected. Blah, blah, blah. It's a really long episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm doing my best, guys. This is kind of stressing me out. The games are all slow at this stage, and I've got a lot to manage, but we're waiting for it to progress. And then we're just going to 100% Brunei. After that, we're going to 100% the Ottomans. After that, we're going to 100% the Persians. And we'll see from there. Hope you guys are enjoying. We follow Annexing Castile. We're doing it, guys. We're doing it slowly, but we're doing it. I'm trying to be as productive as possible. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode.